Okay, we're set. Hello, welcome, and mabuhay. Gaya ng sinabi ko yesterday, we're going to start something today. It's Friday, May 3rd. Wow, Friday the 13th. And we're gonna start something today. I'm Javi Padilla. I was the second nominee of Buhay Party List. And I'm also a missionary. And today is my 22nd year anniversary as a missionary. So greet nyo ako sa comment section. Happy anniversary. I became a missionary in 1997. But in 2013 to 2016, I took a break. I actually worked in Congress with Kong Lito Atienza for a year. And in a foundation, Yes Pinoy, for 2 years. And then bumalik ko ng missionary work in 2016 and tuloy-tuloy na. So it's 2022. And 22 years as a missionary, going to different places, having Christian life seminars, Life in Christ seminars, youth camps, kids camps, all kinds of conferences, all kinds of assemblies. And it's been a wild ride, and thank you for joining us. Now, just like I said yesterday, we're gonna start something, a weekly thing every Friday. And we want to talk about faith, family, and life. Actually, dati may show ako on YouTube quote-unquote show on YouTube called Family and Life Update. So in 2011, pumunta kami sa Detroit to go to Real Catholic TV. Now it's called Church Militant, and nag-training kami doon for a month or two. And then when we came back, we had a test show over there, Family Life Update. Sa YouTube channel, you'll see I put a playlist and I tagged all the shows from before. And then in 2013, we started doing it here in the Philippines under Flick Media. Now it's known as Mission Studios. And then in 2016, we tried it again on Family Life Update on YouTube. So tinag ko yung lahat ng episodes on the playlist portion of the YouTube channel. Hope you get to watch it. It was fun. It was really fun. My studio and graphics, all of that. And now medyo one-man show tayo. Hopefully in the future we'll get to have those moving graphics and whatever. Maybe I'll put the intro after this intro. I'll put it in. I'll splice it in if I have time. It was fun, and I think kailangan ibalik yun. Let's talk about issues that are affecting faith, family life dito sa Philippines, and maybe even around the world that would eventually affect us here in the Philippines as well. So we will look at what's happening. Tignan natin kung ano man nangyayari dito sa Pilipinas through the lens of faith, family, and life. Naglabas din tayo ng Google Drive this past elections for the presidents, vice presidents, and senators through the lens of faith, family, life. So their stance on different issues regarding the death bills. And I think it helped a lot of people, and nakikita natin na marami talagang issues that we have to look at as we move forward after this very intense elections. And today we'll talk about three topics, and maybe we'll talk about 3 topics every week para hindi masyado mahaba. Alam na natin na medyo short yung mga attention span. Hopefully you're still with us. Please subscribe or like if you're on Facebook, and please subscribe. So first issue is recently, I think yesterday, sabi ni President Duterte na huwag kayo mag-anak ng 7, 8, sus Mariosep, nakainit ng ulo. And I saw that on one of the news sites on Twitter. Sabi niya, sa hirap ng buhay, hindi dapat tataas sa 3 ang pag-anak ng mga kababaihan. Yan. So sabi ni President Duterte yan. And then uminit daw yung ulo niya. Which is actually funny because he has 4 kids. I have 5 kids. My father, they're 10. My mother, they're 14. It's not the amount of children because every child is a blessing. Kasi pag sinabi mo, limit to 2 or 3, pag nabuntis ulit, then you will start having that contraceptive mentality and abortion mentality na dapat wala yun, and it's a burden. But every child is a blessing, and we have to start thinking about that. Now, of course, We have such things like natural family planning, Porsuelo method, to be able to space your children, especially if you are undergoing some difficulties in life, especially financially, emotionally, mentally. So contraception is not the answer. Even having that contraceptive mentality na ayaw mong magkaanak kasi burden sila, that's even wrong, because every child is a blessing. Once you have that way of thinking that they're a burden, then all these other things start coming into your mind as well, and that's not good. So maybe his intention was good, but the way it was said was not good. We need to be able to prepare for having kids, of course, and if we're not ready financially, emotionally, or there are different aspects that are happening, then there are options. And I hope that if you're curious about them, message me and I'll tell you. I'll tell you about the Porsuelo method, and I'll link you up with our Live Life pillar who are actively promoting the Porsuelo method. All right, so that's our first issue today. Every child is a blessing. Please remember that, because this coming year, I'm sure maraming lalabas dyan na contraceptive, abortion, and that all boils down to how we look at the family and how we look at children. So every child is a blessing. Second, we have a second issue. Okay, second issue, Risa Ontiveros is back in the Senate, in Congress, in the House. We have Edsel Lagman again and Geraldine Roman. So these are people who have been pushing the anti-life agenda for so long. The RH bill, SOGI bill, divorce bill. So let's keep our eyes open. Unfortunately, hindi nakapasok yung Buhay Party List after 20 years. So you don't have someone on the inside, and we need to be extra vigilant. Hindi ko alam ano nangyari. Parang imposible yung vote, but I don't want to go into that because there's so many factors and so many theories. But at the end of the day, we have to be more vigilant, especially as these three people have been pushing all of these anti-life bills for so long, for decades now, and they will push it again. So we need to be extra vigilant, and we need to really take time out to educate everybody again of how bad these bills are for the Filipino family. And yun, so we just have to be vigilant. It's going to be it's going to be harder. Syempre, wala din si Senator Soto sa Senate, who has been very pro-life, who has defended the Philippines as well. So there's so many things in play, and we need to be extra vigilant and need to put extra time and effort in looking at what is happening in Congress, especially now. And third, siguro some good news. I'm sure I don't want to touch on the winners of the presidential and vice presidential election, because look at Facebook, lahat nag-aaway. But some good news, because during the campaign, Buhay Party List campaigned against E-Sabong, and at the end of the campaign, the president stopped E-Sabong. So there was a news clip yesterday that Bongbong Marcos was ready to let go of E-Sabong revenues, says his spokesman. So I'll just read it. He's also looking at the downside of it, which is yung social costs. May mga report na may mga bata na nagsusugal na rin, and that's true. If you go, you can see the E-Sabong outlets everywhere, almost every street corner. So at the end of the day, pwede i-let go yung revenue if masisacrifice naman yung basic unit, which is the family. So that's good news in my opinion. I mean, there are so many other issues, but in terms of seeing everything through the lens of faith, family, life, this is good news. So all is not lost. So thank you for joining us. Ang bilis, no? 8 minutes na. But hopefully this becomes weekly, and hopefully you can give me your comments, feed some information, news clips that you think we should feature here. And every week we will look through the lens of faith, family, and life to see what is happening not only here in the Philippines but internationally as well. And as we end, and as I end this this session with you, parang gusto ko pa magsalita, pero as I end this session with you, just a reminder, buhay mo mahalaga. God bless.